back in week 2, the 49ers won a blowout in their first matchup against the Seahawks. Can Seattle even the score? The answer comes...
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throw left side complete. That's Kennedy. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Looking to throw.
Quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the...
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Kennedy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point attempt to come here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 of the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all we're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go with Lynch right side. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw perfect. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Thompson.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Thompson going to throw it.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jordan, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're able to get this
this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Thompson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Off play action. Thompson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
He'll drop to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Thompson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given a chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Niners at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal from the 2 when they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
He made a great read there, CD. Good decision to keep it.
And I think what we just saw there is someone understanding that throwing the ball through that traffic can also be fraught with disaster. Keep it, use your legs, get into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
An inside run with Lynch. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now back to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. 27-21, your final. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 24-9, the final score. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
3rd and long, Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Thompson.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down, 49ers.
That's out to the left flat and complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
26-yard line.
Here's Thompson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Sticking with Thompson here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Jordan. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Thompson now, 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, 49ers.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Jordan. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
On second down, it's Jordan, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
Thompson on 1st and 10.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Up the middle they go. Jordan. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Thompson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They start the drive with Lynch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Lynch. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Thompson going to throw it. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Thompson now. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw again.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Evades him at the 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Jordan. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Thompson out of the shotgun here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Thompson will look to the air on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll look to throw again.
At the 38-yard line.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. 2nd and 11 now. Up the middle they go. It's Jordan. And for one of the few times here today, this
this run's not going to go anywhere.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they dropped below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Keaton Mitchell. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Bears and the Vikings, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Morrison, he finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Morrison. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The numbers last week for Mitchell. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
1st down, here's Mitchell. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Bears are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something down.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to it before he can get started.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Morrison. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first
executed 22-yard gain.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mahomes firing complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Morrison. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw on 3rd down, Morrison. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing on first down, Morrison. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing again, Morrison. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this one will not get there. Toss to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. Mahomes' throw pulled in by Kittle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now Mahomes.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Morrison. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 41, this is second and a yard.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Reed. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Second down and 8.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jaden Reed as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That pass complete to Moore.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive, Morrison. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw on second down, Morrison. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's more. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's another Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Morrison. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Defense. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Operating from the gun. Morrison. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To about the 35, 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They run over center with Mitchell. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKenzie. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Morrison. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKenzie. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me.
And now off to the races down the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His
his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Throwing to start the drive, Morrison. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Morrison. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're still. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And out now come the Vikings. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing to start the drive, Morrison. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Morrison. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw, Morrison. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Morrison. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense. What's the deal, y'all?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Morrison. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Thomas. And he is going to lose yardage here. A Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.